Hello YouTube and welcome once again to my channel. My name's Mark and my channel name is Mark Pownall, British Bushcraft and Survival. So what we're going to talk about today is a kit loadout, a British survival system that I use that's never failed, and it was used a couple of weeks ago in the Berwyn mountain range. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the bergen that I'm using is a Berghaus Vulcan 2, and why I like this bergen, it's good, solid, thick straps, good back system there, and also you can support the weight on your hips. Yeah. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to sit down and go through the video. So this has been packed since last week. The only thing I've done was I took out the ground sheet because it was covered in a bit of mud and stuff, so that's been put away and cleaned. But other than that, the bergens stayed the same with the same kit in. It was quite tough, the extended 3-day bushcraft hike. So we were doing hiking and bushcraft and survival all mixed together. So you could call it tactical bushcraft. 3 days in the field. By no means it was easy. It was really tough. My shoulders were in bits the next couple of days after I finished. I think it was 15 miles altogether, but with one stop overnighter, so 2 7.5 mile hikes with a 50 pound pack. It's no mean feat. So without further ado, I'll go through the contents. So we have a top pocket. So in here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it on the floor. I'll just empty it out. So we got some Ranger beads. We have got a small, very lightweight, compact sewing kit in case you get your clothes. A whistle on a carabiner, a fire steel, and in this compartment there's some cotton wool and Vaseline, and that goes onto your belt. In this bag, I keep everything in dry bags. Fishing kit, head torch, a torch with different colours. It's made by LED lenser, so you got your blue, you got your white, green and red, with some good quality batteries. For rescue, this is basically a laser flare. You can see them online, made by Greatland. We have a notebook, pen, pencils, etc. That's all in there, we won't go through that. That complements the navigation side, writing down grid references, writing down where grid references are, and the streams, there's wooded areas, write them all down in a notebook. Happy days. We have a silver compass in a leather pouch that goes onto my belt. There's the compass silver. Always check your compasses before you go out, as if there's a bubble in them, exchange them or get a new compass. I've had it once and it does affect the compass, so if there's a bubble, get rid of it. This is a aqua bag, and inside here we have the GPS. It's a Garmin 62S. There's no batteries in it, all the batteries are being taken out. So that's the top pocket, nothing left in there. So what we'll do now is go into the main compartment. We have the top toggle. Put yourself a little light on there. Say if you're rooting around for a light, if you're say if you're setting up a camp and it's going dark, you don't know where your torch. Well, I do know where my torch is, but just grab it and you can look inside the pouches and whatever you need to do. A little task light, cheap. Always on the top of the berwyn, the first thing you take out, it could be raining, it could be snowing, it could be really bad weather. Put your shelter up first. That's up the top of the berwyn. So that's your basher. In this bag, I keep bungees, good bit of kit bungees. If it's really hammering it down with rain, it takes seconds to put a tarp up. Don't have to fiddle around with knots. The knots and your paracord can come later. So in here, there's bungees, paracord and tent stakes. Always use a dry bag. This is a large dry bag. No water will get into your kit, and basically no rucksacks, waterproof. So we'll get into the kit now. But what I'll do first, before that, this is the blade that I was using to process the firewood. And you can also use it to dig as well. I dug a fire pit with this. Cut out the turf, lifted the turf up, put it to one side. And this is the Lofty Wiseman survival tool. Comes in a safety sheath. I've had this a good few years now. Yeah, so as I said, you can cut the turf out. Place the turf to one side. After you're finished with your fire the next day, obviously make sure the fire is completely out, all the ashes are burnt down. You can put the turf over the top where the fire was and it looks like no one's ever been there. So, process some firewood, etc. Survival tool. Map of the area in a waterproof Ortlieb bag. And this is a waterproof map, but double waterproof it. That's the only canteen that I took. It's a US Army 2-quart canteen. Good bit of kit, never failed. We have a wee bottle that goes inside the basher with you, so you don't have to get up in the night and go to the toilet. Just do your thing. A rigger's belt, that's what I was wearing on my combat trousers, a rigger's belt. In this pouch, because it's an extended stay, toilet paper, toilet kit, hand sanitizer, tea tree wipes. Good to wipe your hands, your face. There's properties in tea tree wipes. It gets all the gunk out your pots and pans as well. to disinfect it, so with the antibacterial properties. So tea tree wipes, cheap, 99p. In here we have toilet paper, hand sanitizer. That's your toilet kit. So it's all contained in the one pouch. Got some more wipes. These are you can actually burn them once you finish with them, and they're biodegradable as well. Because we were going out an extended stay, we've Hygiene Kit. So in there we've got foot powder, toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, mozzie repellent. We've got a folding bowl, towel. Everything is contained in here. That's your Hygiene Kit. It's no use going out without a Hygiene Kit because you're going to get sick. You try and keep clean, your hands get dirty. Obviously you need to go to the toilet, you need to wash, shave. You've got to keep hygienic. So a Hygiene Kit. Comprehensive first aid kit. You've got to go and take a first aid kit. No use taking a small first aid kit. This is for bleeding, breaks and burns, cuts, lacerations. There's tourniquets in here, medication. So there you go. This is just a ditty pocket. We've got a Silcock key, spare compass with a thermometer. There's like duct tape and stuff like that, like duct tape. Some survival instructions like a memoir. Little bits and bobs. Got one of these Ray Mears canvas pouches, and I keep my lighting. There's an illumination device, Special Forces illumination device, to read maps. So I keep all some of the illumination kit. There's like glow sticks and irons and the like, Pair of waterproof trousers, which I never used. This kit I did use. It was going cold, and it's very lightweight, and it's a thermal jacket over the head smock made by Snugpack. It retains the heat. I couldn't believe the heat that this retains. So obviously when you get up in the morning it's cold. This was under the basher. You just put it on and you can warm yourself up. We have a comprehensive fire lighting kit in a waterproof container. So fire steel, which is a blast match. We have matches, a pocket bellows, a windproof lighter. We have ultimate survival technologies, wet fire tinder, cotton and Vaseline. So it's all in the one waterproof container. Bergen cover, keep the Bergen waterproof. What we have in here is water purification system. So we have an auto-lead bag. You can take the top off an auto-lead bag. It depends, I think it's an 8mm, I'm sure it's an 8mm. So once you fill this from the stream, you can take that off. So I keep a Milbank bag, and there's a soya mini. The soya mini actually fits onto the alt lead, so you can hang that from a tree. That's full of water, and you can roll it down, and you got fresh drinking water, and that holds 5 litres. So you've only got to go to the stream once, maybe twice in 3 days. So that's the alt lead and the soya mini. Bit of a multi-mat, cold weather military issue. This aids the navigation side of it. So we have a waterproof, multi-coated monocular, fog-proof, rainproof, and also you can use it to survey the landscape. So obviously you can see the kit's piling up, and this is what I was taking with me for an extended stay out in the field. So you got to think about other things as well. Your batteries run out. Gold Zero small solar charger with AA, AAA. So there you go, that's that. Sleeping bag, it's a RAB down sleeping bag. Obviously that's small, so we're going into the autumn now, and obviously the winter. I'm going to have to change this out and use a different bag. It's only a 3 season. Falnaven F1 survival knife. Bivvy bag. So we're nearly getting to the bottom of it now. But that's not, you've got cooking equipment yet and food. This is a Brunton power pack. That's to charge the phone and the anything else that I need to charge. We have some the lead for the Brunton. Got some spare batteries in the battery pack. So put that down there. Sorry, get my words out. Hip flask. A RAB sleeping bag liner. That'll just up your R rating in the sleeping bag if you got cold, which it did get cold. Temperatures did drop at the night. Little wax canvas bag, sharpening stone, Falnaven, a Opinel number 8 I think it is, and a small saw. Obviously we had to saw wood, we had to cut wood. Obviously when it got dark I didn't use the survival tool, I used the saw. Saves any accidents. So basically that is top compartment, main compartment, dry bag. So we've got an Alp kit. This is full of food. Got a brew kit, and the rest is dehydrated food and the like. And that's for 3 days, 3 to 4 days. So when you go out and you do these trips, you've got to be self-sufficient. So obviously the food will last 3 days. If you got stuck out, you'd have to improvise. You know how to pick wild edibles and the like. Pair of Nomex gloves. These are great for when you're dealing with fire. Fuel for the Trangia. And the cooking equipment that I use that doesn't fail, which you can put this in the fire, metal mug, and I did cook bigger meals, so I made a curry one night, so it was all like an all-in-one curry, and that's what I was using. So I've got a Trangia triangle, Trangia, spare lighters, windshield, pot grips, and why I use the Trangia triangle, it's never going to fail in the outdoors. I've had 2 gas stoves now, both have failed. So going with Trangia. Bomb-proof kit. So that's the it nearly done, as in knife, fork. Plastic bag for extra fuel with a bottle. So basically for 3 days I used plastic bottle and 1 shot of that. The rest of the time I was improvising with a fire as well, so I'd use that over a fire just so if there was any problems the fuel would last for about a week. I could get the fuel. And last but not least, one dry bag. So I'd have an extra pair of socks. I did have a head over. This is top and bottoms sleeping kit, thermal. Didn't use that because it was cold, but it was bearable. Hat, wool, obviously a wool jumper, just in case you've got cold, you can put that on as well. Because we were up 2,000 foot in the mountains, in the Berwyn hills, so it was does get quite cold. And a spare pair of gloves. I did have 1 spare pair of socks and 1 spare pair of briefs. So basically that is the kit loadout where I use. I'm going to have to repack it again, and so everyone be safe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now. Bye.